Hi, it's America's Beducator, Jeff Shire, owner of Mattress To Go, and this is the Therapeutic BackSense Elite Potomac Gentle Firm Mattress. The BackSense Elite lineup from Therapeutic is where they begin with their premium adult support, and the Potomac is part of the upper echelon of that BackSense Elite line, using higher quality foams. Now this is a gentle firm level of comfort, which means it splits the difference between a hard and a plush style of mattress. Support from the bottom foundation comes from a very heavy-duty semi-flex metal grid network provided by Leggett & Platt. This is a semi-flex, or what some people call a minimal flex foundation. They're quite simple in construction. You have a welded metal grid network on top, surrounded by a perimeter thicker steel border rod. Then this flat grid network is supported by different struts underneath that are stapled to the bottom cross slats. These are examples of corner struts. Now, regularly in the middle of the foundation, you'd have what look like upside down U struts that support the grid network on top. It's stapled to the bottom slat, it goes up, it's welded, it goes over, it's welded, and then it goes down and it's stapled to the next slat right here. I know we still call these box springs in the industry, but that's just so you know that we're talking about the bottom piece of the sleep set. Foundations really are rigid items, and they're glorified risers. They do not impart any comfort to the product. You just want to make sure that they stay flat and firm. And they're normally available in a 9-inch version like this one, or at what they call a low profile, a 5-inch thick version. Now, something that we do unique here at Mattress To Go, all of our regular Therapeutic models, even our entry models, we're still using this nice, strong metal semi-flex foundation. We don't go with some of the less expensive wood foundation with cardboard decks on top. Those really don't hold shape for too long. And also, for our wood slats, we go with slats that are 50% wider than the slats that are used right here on this demonstration unit. Support within the mattress itself comes from the Superlastic Pro Innerspring unit, a continuous coil design also provided by Leggett & Platt. It is the most advanced continuous coil unit that they provide here in North America. This is a Superlastic Pro continuous coil innerspring unit from Leggett & Platt. This is the heaviest duty and most advanced continuous coil innerspring unit that Leggett & Platt makes for us. A continuous coil innerspring unit is one wire woven into a grid network of coils that are held together with the helical lacing right here. It is notched at 2 places or offset in 2 points, so it does sense and respond well to your body's weight. We use a good thick 13.5 gauge steel here. It's tempered twice, which is unique with continuous coils, so that it holds its shape extremely well. And it is a high profile unit, so there's quite a bit of steel to sense and respond to your body weight. Now, a unique thing about continuous coil innerspring units is that they maintain a very flat and firm profile on top. This is very important when used with the modern one-sided mattresses, because we don't want the innerspring unit to travel too much, because this will accelerate the eventual loss of comfort of foams by helping to break down the cell walls, the cell structures, the struts in those foams. So very appropriate to use this type of a spring unit with some of the higher quality one-sided mattresses out there. One unique thing that we do here at Mattress To Go is that we are still using the border rod around the top, and I know you don't see it on this display, and around the bottom of this innerspring unit, even with the foam edge reinforcement around the side. This lends extra structural integrity to the innerspring unit itself, and also helps to provide a firmer edge seating surface for you when used in a finished mattress. Around the side and the bottom of this innerspring unit, we have a solidly glued, very firm foam edge reinforcement system called the TheraTub. Now, what this does is twofold. Number one, if you sit on the edge of the bed, it provides a firmer edge seating surface, but more importantly, when you sleep close to the edge of the bed, it minimizes product roll-off, so you can effectively use the entire top sleep surface of the mattress. One very important thing to note is that this is a properly made foam edge reinforcement tub. It's high density, very firm foam, and it's glued into a solid unit. It's not held together with staples, and it's not held together with fabric. And you combine that with a double border rod on the top and the bottom of this innerspring unit, and you have quite a bit of structural integrity located within this mattress. Comfort, of course, comes mostly from the padding layers on top of the product. We'll start with a quilt panel. That's the top 2 layers of foam that are connected via the quilt stitching to the ticking or the cover of the mattress. Directly underneath the covering, we have a 1-inch layer of a gel-infused polyurethane foam, which is a higher quality polyurethane foam. And then beneath that, we have a 1/2-inch layer of a regular polyurethane foam. Now, underneath the quilt panel, we have the deeper upholstery layers of foam. There's a 2-inch thick layer of a high-performance, firmer polyurethane foam, and then in the middle third of the bed, we have a 1/2-inch layer of latex, which is the most durable foam we can put in any mattress, and that's placed in the middle third to give us a little bit of extra durability where most of our weight's located, in our abdomen and our thorax. Underneath that is a pre-compressed insulator pad, and then beneath all of that, we have 2 very large hourglass-shaped pieces of polypropylene mesh on the left and the right-hand side of the product. Now, that's not something that you feel when you lie back upon the bed, but it gives you extra structural integrity and extra durability throughout the life of the mattress, and that's an Hourglass patented piece from Therapedic. The foams within the mattress are all CertaPure US certified. That means they're made without formaldehyde, there's no heavy metals, no phthalates, no PBDEs. It's a low VOC product, and it's made without ozone depleters. So, for lack of a better term, it's a good health certificate for the foams contained within this mattress. This product is made in the United States. This one is actually produced in Rock Island, Illinois, but more importantly, all of the materials are sourced within the Midwest, so this is a completely domestic product. Like all of the BackSense Elite products from Therapedic, this comes with a 10-year full, non-prorated warranty. Again, this is a Therapedic BackSense Elite Potomac Gentle Firm mattress.